What's up, Sickle Cell Warriors? It's Dr.O and the grind never stops. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about Hydroxyurea. And the reason why I want to talk about this drug is because I feel like one of the most asked questions I get on this channel is, hey, Ike, is Hydroxyurea worth taking? Should I take this drug? Are the risks worth it? And so pretty much, I just want to make this video to address the benefits of using Hydroxyurea and whether or not it's worth it. I've been taking Hydroxyurea for about 12 to 13 years, and my experience with it has been very great, and it's been life-changing for me personally. One of my most popular videos on this channel is called How Hydroxyurea Saved My Life. So I'm not going to go into the details of what exactly Hydroxyurea did for me, but if you want, you can watch that previous video up here. But anyways, the reason why I love Hydroxyurea has been so effective for me is because it has increased my hemoglobin, my white hemoglobin levels. And essentially what that did is it decreased the amount of sickle cells in my body and replaced it with stronger, healthier fetal hemoglobin cells. I just want to briefly make this video because I believe that a lot of people want to take Hydroxyurea, but they may be concerned. And I know, particularly for the black community, we have an issue of trusting doctors. When I speak to black people with sickle cell and I tell them about my experience with Hydroxyurea, even though they're happy for me, they're very hesitant to take the drug, understandably so. And what I want to make this video is I just want to try to explain to people that despite your concerns, I think Hydroxyurea can do a lot for us. One thing that I want to say is, yes, it's true that even though Hydroxyurea has worked for me, it may not work for you because everybody reacts to drugs differently. But I want to really stress the importance of being adherent to your medication. The reason why I'm saying this is because I know people who take Hydroxyurea, but they don't take it either consistently enough or they don't take it long enough to actually get a proper assessment if the drug is actually effectively working. So let me tell you a quick story of a friend I know who has sickle cell. And unfortunately, he goes to the hospital often, and he suffers from a lot of crises. And I try to give him advice on what he could potentially do to decrease those crises. One of my pieces of advice from my friend is, yo, you should take Hydroxyurea. It's been great for me, and I believe it can possibly be great for you. And he would be like, yeah, bro, I took that medication, and it didn't do shit for me. And then I would try to just further gauge what exactly that meant. And I'd ask him some questions, and I'll be like, how often do you take your medication? And then he would be like, I'll take it like 4 to 5 times a week. Sometimes I would forget to do so. And then I would also ask him, how long did you use the medication for? And he would say, oh, I only took it for a few months. The problem with what he said is that using Hydroxyurea like that is not going to be effective for 2 reasons. One, he wasn't taking the medication as he should be every single day. You're supposed to be taking Hydroxyurea on a consistent basis, and you're supposed to be adherent to it. So that's his mistake number 1. Mistake number 2 is he didn't take the medication for a long period of time. And I think a lot of people have this belief that Hydroxyurea is a medication that's supposed to work like magic, and the second you take it, all your issues about sickle cell is done. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Hydroxyurea is a medication that you take on a long-term basis, and it's a medication that you consistently take for maintenance purposes. And by increasing your hemoglobin levels for a long term, then you start to see the results. So I would like to tell people that if you're going to take Hydroxyurea, I can't guarantee that it's going to be successful for you and it's going to work, but I can say that if you do take it, please take it for at least 6 months. and then you can make a judgment if it actually works. The question is, okay, how do I know if hydroxyurea is working? So in the future, I'm planning on making a video about how to read labs for sickle cell. So next time I go to the hospital and I get my labs, I will make a video about that. But that's for the future. But essentially, I just wanted to let y'all know, is hydroxyurea worth taking? I believe it is worth taking, and I would say before you can properly assess if the drug is working, I say at least give it 6 months. So anyways, sickle cell warriors, I just wanted to briefly make that video just to kind of talk about this drug a little bit more in depth and explain whether or not it's worth taking and give my opinion on it based on a medical perspective and my personal perspective on it. Anyways, thank you so much, sickle cell warriors, for watching this video. I appreciate the love. My channel has been slowly growing and I appreciate that as well. And once again, thank you so much for blessing me, and have a blessed day.